everybody complains about where I'm in New York, you're in LA, and oh, you can't get deals there, but managed
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah. My story with real estate was linked to my writing career. Like it gets romanticized that you're a cool, struggling artist, but it sucked. I was bolting awake in the middle of the night all the time, panicked over how I was going to pay my bills and pay my rent. But I moved out to LA and joined a new show just starting up called Family Guy. Got on the ground floor of that and it was exciting. And with my first script payments, we went to an open house at an apartment and walked out, and across the street there was an open house for a single family. And we wandered in, it was a Sunday and had nothing to do, and started talking to this broker. And this broker was like, if you've got, nearly $50,000, why are you throwing that away on rent when that could go to a mortgage? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I am expecting to be unemployed within the next 6 months. And probably it'll stay that way for years before I sort of pack up and go back home. A couple of weeks later, she calls me and she says, I found the property you need to buy, but there's a catch. You need to become a landlord. And I was like, a landlord? I don't want to be a landlord. But I met her at the property and it was a duplex. It was overgrown. It was 1920s. And this was listed, I think, at 379,000. And of course it was LA. So there was 15 other buyers in the picture. And it turned into a bidding war. And it was another sort of roller coaster ride where I didn't know when to get off. I didn't know how to evaluate this thing accurately. But I could see the potential in the area, and I knew location was important. And I won the bidding war by paying $435,000. I think that's where I ended up for this property that was listed for 379, and I had started at 350. And I immediately thought I had made the most disastrous decision of my life, and that it would probably make me broke, bankrupt, possibly in jail for this dumb decision. And by year 3, I think it was had the value of it had gone up by the valuation of the appraiser, and my interest rate dropped, and it was covering all my expenses. And I was like, wow, this thing is real. This is it. This is the thing that's gonna allow me to weather the storm in the entertainment business. And it was covering all my expenses. And like, I could do this for the rest of my life. And I could go 2 years without a job and I'll be fine as long as I have someone next door. And, that the location was incredible demand. So I loved it. I was hooked.